Okay then folks, welcome back to the Eka Trans Stadium in Ahmedabad, where we are back for the SEAT Indian Supercross Racing League. It's time for round 2 and we've already gone through almost half of the races, and this is the updated leaderboard as it stands. Big Rock Motorsport still leading, but guess who's up to P2? Moto is racing thanks to a big win in the 250cc Asia class.
BB Racing Team back there in third place with 193. Great job to them. SG Speed Racers still back there in fourth.
And Rise Motorsports now, thanks to a big win from Thomas Remek in the 450cc international class, have moved up into P5. But this, folks, is the 250cc Asia and India category. 15 seconds to go until the race begins.
Right, let's watch for the drop of the gate. 250cc India and Asia.
Off they go! It's a hold shot for Rugved Barguje. He's already up the lead, but no, not officially the hold shot, because Ben Prasid Holgren gets a big move into turn number 1. However,
the big story, 71, Thanrat Penjan
exactly
being caught up in the first turn.
Your championship leader is caught up in the first turn with Shlok Kodbere. The hold shot belongs to one of his main rivals, Ben Prasid Holgren from the Moites Racing team. They're up into P2 in the Teams Championship, and this will certainly help them a ton, because Big Rock Motorsport and their primary weapon, Thanrat Penjan, was down at the first corner. At the moment in time, the Thai rider is in P10, and this will be some climb back, quite like his teammate Matt Mostert in the 450cc international class.
Well, he has certainly got his work cut out for him, that is for sure, and we've seen all kinds of carnage going on here tonight. But it is currently Ben Prasid Holgren out at the head of the pack in first place.
The two-time Thai Supercross champion for the Moites Racing team is currently on a roll, but now we see a big pass. Anderson Ruadano goes down the inside of Rugved Barguje. I didn't think he made a move. I think he barged his way past. He literally went in and was as committed as any Indian rider on the road. No thoughts, just action, just lick the stamp and send it.
Well, what an amazing opportunity this is for so many of the other riders, while we have Thanrat Penjan back there already up into 8th place after that first turn crash. This is a perfect opportunity for these riders to be able to grab themselves their first win.
And I'll tell you what, this is what we saw from Anderson Ruadano. Commitment unlike any rider on the grid. He forced his way past. He didn't unlock the door, he broke the door and went past Rugved Barguje to get up into P3. This means that Rugved Barguje is now in 4th position, and now we see some moves being made. Thanrat Penjan for the Big Rock Motorsport team, your provisional championship leader heading into this round. He has gotten past and up into P8.
Once again, we're seeing some of the franchise names that we haven't seen up at the head of the pack too much. Mohites, they're leading at the moment. Rise Motorsports back there in 2nd place, and BB Racing in 3rd place. So our current franchise leaders, they've got a little bit of work to do. Big Rock, they need to get up towards the head of the pack.
Absolutely. So where are the Big Rock Motorsport riders in P7 and P10? Thanrat Penjan is currently 7th. Ikshan Shanbag, his teammate, is currently 10th. And that's their championship lead, currently being eaten up by the Moites Racing team. This is some interesting stuff. But in the background, we have a fight. Chalasin, who also refers to himself as Boeing. That's the name written on the back of the jersey. He's made a mistake. The commentator's cursor has struck. Chalasin has made a big error, and that allows his fellow countryman Anderson Ruadano to move up into P2 for BB Racing. And now the fight is on.
Now we have ourselves a 5.7 second gap between Holgren and Rodreo. Mohites versus BB Racing. Who's going to come out on top here? Let's have a look at the replay. Exiting the turn, gets on the gas a little too hard. It all started with the front starting to wash out, and he had to get on the gas to make sure he didn't tuck that front and end up on the ground.
But it's interesting, is it not, that now at turn 1, the ground is so soft, the dirt is so soft, and the riders, as they keep on digging it in, they've literally created a separate line for itself. It's got complete banking, and that's the only way to go past. And I find it interesting how Chalasin was able to just make sure that the bike didn't quite fall down, but at the same time he ended up losing his place to Anderson. And this is interesting, because now Anderson Ruadano, another chance for him to get some big points when Thanrat Penjan is barely scoring any.
3 minutes 53 seconds on the clock here. 250cc Asia, Moto number 2. Currently, Ben Holgren for Mohites Racing continues to lead. Atherton Rodreo back there in second place for BB Racing, and it is still 6.4 seconds the gap. So a fantastic job from Holgren to hold that gap.
And as we just have 1 minute plus 2 laps left to go in this moto, Ben Holgren is outclassing everyone. I thought Pridhogen had the whole shot, but no, Ben really reeled his way past heading into turn 1 and then got a brilliant exit off there. But the interesting part is Ben Holgren is no slouch. He's a 2-time Thai Supercross champion. He was so good at racing for Yamaha back in Thailand, and they actually offered him the chance to run their own satellite team. That's how much trust he built up with that manufacturer. And at this moment, he's really upped his fitness game. And in a 6-minute motor that's so intense and so demanding, that is something that is really working out in the favour of Ben Holgren.
And let's not forget just how much this track is deteriorating at the moment. Every single lap that goes by, we're getting more holes, more ruts. The sand in the berms is moving around. So these riders, they really need to be on their A game if they're going to pick the right lines out there on the track. Not only that, to try to keep out of trouble.
Atherton Rodreo is the rider on your screen right now for BB Racing aboard that Honda. He got a P2 in the first motor in Pune and a P3 over there. He has he has always finished a race in the CN Indian Supercross Racing League on the podium. This would be his 4th one out of 4 races. And yes, he's not quite the best starter, admittedly, but there's something about Atherton Rodreo and him just crawling his way back and clawing back all the riders, because the guy never gives up. He was flat on his face at the first restart of the first race in Pune, and he still recovered to get a brilliant P2. That's the kind of rider he is, super resilient, always on the attack.
Well, I tell you what, I'm a fan. I'm impressed. He is just logging off the laps at the moment. He's hitting his marks, and he is, every single time he gets to a corner, he's rolling that power on. He hasn't made too many mistakes whatsoever. He is starting to come across some lap riders now as we speak. However, there is not long to go now. The 2-lap board has just come out.
And for Ben Holgren, he is on fire. Currently 4.2 seconds faster, 4.2 seconds ahead rather, I should say, of Atherton Rodreo, who is in P2 for BB Racing. And let's talk about Ben Holgren for a second. It's quite a comeback story, because he was leading the second moto in Pune, and then that's where he dropped it. He had a major crash, didn't quite reach his shop perfectly well, and apparently it was a technical issue, but then he's clawing his way past every single moto since then. Ben Holgren has been on the podium. This is going to be his first win of the entire season.
Amazing job as the white flag comes out, signifying 1 lap to go for our race leader, number 31, Ben Holgren for Mohites Race Team. Likewise for number 112, Atherton Rodreo.
I'm sorry, but my jaw is on the floor. There's a reason why. In that last lap, Atherton Rodreo has clawed back 3 seconds of time from Ben Holgren. 3 seconds in 1 lap. The lead has been shot down from 6 seconds to just 2 seconds. There he is. Atherton Rodreo is in the back of Ben Holgren with just a couple of corners left to go. This could go right down the wire. 1 more turn.
Oh, a little mistake there for Rodreo, and I don't think it's going to be enough. All the riders gone down there are trying to avoid it left, right and centre. But here we have it, the checkered flag. And 31, Ben Holgren for Mohites takes the win ahead of Rodreo for BB Racing. That is what racing is all about here. Have a look at the camaraderie between these two.
The 2 Thai riders celebrating with each other. A brilliant result for Mohites Racing as they get their first win of the season, courtesy of the 2-time Thai Supercross champion. And yet again, the 3 Thai riders celebrating together.